Everybody. Let me get my computer up here and see if we're live on the live stream. And it looks like we are. Great. So slightly different perspective today. I have us on a mobile stand to facilitate doing some of the giveaways later. Welcome in, Humble Stacker. I see Bean Becky was here. Silver Nagi, Villainous Bounty. Let me know if you're here out there in the chat. And Emperor Wang's up early, I see. And JK Pioneer, welcome in, guys. So what my plan is here, it won't be super short, but I'll try not to make it super long. We do have my stack of gold backs here that we're going to give away throughout the show. And my plan was I have this Pirate Stackers Morgan challenge that I've been doing that I've been slacking on getting Morgans opened for. If you're not familiar with that, the idea was that we're collecting 2 Morgans per month, so 24 total. I have 20 slots in this case. I was trying to go for slabbed for the most part. I am ending up with some raw ones that are toned and such. And I just plan during the show today while we're chatting to kind of go through some of those backlog packages of Morgans and get them opened and added to the challenge box here. So I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat as well. I want to chat with you guys. Morning Vegas, morning Zoltan and Cartier. Welcome in, everybody. And since I see Vegas here, I will mention here to anybody that's in and listening, if you didn't leave a comment in the announcement video that included the word silver, Vegas, go edit your comment or add a comment that has silver in the comment to be eligible for that giveaway. So I think I noticed that Vegas, your comment didn't have silver in it. So get in that giveaway. Oh wow, Jamie Frost. It's like 2 a.m. for Jamie. I appreciate you coming by. Yeah, hold on just a second. So keep this link handy. Open it in a different chat. We are going to be using that video and the comments in that video for all of the giveaways. And what I'll do is, as I'm going to do the giveaway for each of these, the one giveaways, I gave the keyword in that video, which is silver. The other 3 giveaways, I'll give a keyword here in the live chat. So if you're present here in the live, when we do that giveaway, you'll just go to that video, make a new comment that has the new keyword in it, and we'll run the giveaway off of that keyword. So that way it kind of rewards everyone that's here and actively watching and supporting the channel, and I really appreciate everyone. Good morning, Ogre. Let's see. Well, if you enter the giveaways, the chances are not bad that you might win one today. So to go over that, winners will have 7 days to email me at my email address to claim the prize. I am making it open anywhere the U.S. Postal Service will send my mail to. Since it's gold backs, I can send those in regular stamped mail. So it should be pretty easy to send out the winners. There is going to be, towards the end, I'm going to have one special mystery giveaway that will not be worldwide. It'll be US only. But stay tuned for that. I'll announce that a little bit later. So anyways, I'll get started opening some of these Morgans while I'm watching chat here. Welcome in Irish Collector Adam. I see you're here. Welcome in. Space Miner. I appreciate everybody coming, joining me here this morning. I guess it's morning for me and otherwise for other places in the world. I understand, Jamie. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Hey, Liberty. Welcome in. Oh, man. So this one came with peanuts. Got to get rid of those. Hey, Seven. Welcome in. So, after I do this first Morgan, we'll do our first half gold back giveaway. So if you saw that link, for anybody who's just coming in, I'm going to be running my giveaways off of the comments that are on the announcement video. So for the first giveaway that's going to come up, go make a new comment on that video with the word early. If I can get it to focus. Early. So make a comment out there on that one, and I'll do a drawing on that keyword here in just a moment. So we have, this one was a 1903 Morgan dollar. I picked this one up for a total of $42.95. My plans on these Morgans were to try and pick up ones that I didn't have already in the date run in my collection. So that was what I was picking up, was Morgans that would fit in my date run. So this is a Philly, 1903. And I had a hard time finding one of these that I thought was an affordable. See, this one, she has a lot of bag marks, but I thought that kind of gave it character. So there's our first Morgan, a 1903. That actually brings us up to current number. So 2 per month, I would have had January, February, March, April, May. And anything from here on out is going to be going forward in the year. Okay. So again, if you haven't yet, go to that video, make a comment that uses the word early. And we'll go over here so everyone can see. Oh. So I've got that video in here. Early. And we're going to do this as a wheel. Nine. Hey, there's no comments. Come on, guys. You gotta go over, put a comment in the video that is the 500 subscriber giveaway video. And use the word early. All right, well, let's make sure I'm using the right link then. Control early, filter duplicate users, filter on comments. Oh, guess it would help if I typed the right number, 13. Well, why is it not picking up any of the new comments? I thought I had this worked out how it was going to work. There we go. So we got 11 comments in there. Here's the wheel of people. We'll go ahead and pull this. This will be for one of the half gold backs. And it's going to Robot Toaster. So Robot, you have 7 days. Shoot me an email at my email at it's just fgstacker@gmail.com, and we'll verify that the email I get is from you, and I'll get that sent out to you. All right, so let's do the next Morgan here. Let me flip back to where I can see comments. Well, Adam, there's 3 more gold backs, so maybe one of those. And Robot, I do see you in the chat there. Great. So this Morgan, let's see what it is. So this one is a 1987 MS61 that I picked up for $64.50. This one is the first CAC holder that I've gotten. So 87 MS61. And this is really what I was shooting for, was going for the graded holders, so that they'd slide in here. So those the CAC holders are slightly wider than the others. I'm going to have to reprint a new box for them. That's interesting. All right, well, it'll go out here for now. So Morgans hold a special place for me. The first coin that I ever got, I received as a present on my first birthday, and it was from a friend of the family that collected coins, and they gave me pretty much a mint state 1900 Philadelphia. So I've had that for a long time, obviously, and that was really what cemented Morgan's being my favorite coin. Oh, let's see. So this one didn't come with an invoice inside, but it's one that's 1890 that I got for $69.75. So I was kind of shooting for most of these slabs. I've been deal shopping, looking for stuff that I could kind of get, hopefully in the $50 to $70 range. So this is the 1890 MS62, and it had some kind of light toning there. You can kind of see the toning. It's got a little bit of that rainbow pink salmon toning around the edges. I thought that was a really pretty cool. And the reverse here, well, let me get you closer and into the light. You can see the reverse here has a little bit of that blue toning in addition to the pinkish toning. Having a hard time keeping it in focus today. There, you can really see the toning. I thought this coin was an excellent coin, and getting a coin for under $70 that's toned like that is hard to do. So there we go. So that's another month's worth of Morgans. The next one I have here is in a huge box, so I'm going to open this one off screen. This one I got from a seller, and it was a multiple purchase. I ended up winning 2 coins from them kind of back to back. So it got shipped together. And we can see these. I ended up paying 86 for one and basically 77 for the other one, and then 550 in shipping for an 98.0 and a 99.0. So Silver Sleuth, I see your comment there. The 1923s are actually not too difficult to find out there. They're almost as plentiful as the 22s. So here's the 99.0. So it came as a MS63 in a CAC holder. You see she has a few little dings across her cheek from bag marks, but not bad. Yes, William, I will go back on all of these that I'm pulling out. I always try and figure out what VAM it is. For anybody who's here and watching right now or watches later, every Morgan dollar has a VAM. Now, some of them only have a couple VAMs, potentially, but every one is a VAM because in Morgan dollars, they were struck with die pairs, and the die pairs would get interchanged between the obverse and the reverse. So you'll have a VAM that's might be one obverse and a different reverse, and then you might find the same reverse on another one that had a different obverse. So here we have the 98O again as a MS63. So for 63s, um, that's a good question, Silver Sleuth. I am not sure what the VAM stands for. I think I knew at one point, but I can't recall off the top of my head. But that is basically what it means. It's the VAM number gives you what the pair of die obverse and reverse was. And for some of the years, like there's only one obverse die, but there might be multiple reverse, for instance. What was I going to say? But it's little oddities in the die that can make some of the most expensive of the VAMs, which is why you go and look for them, because some of them, if you find one that has like a double die or doubling in the date or broken stars or stuff like that, there are ones that are much more spendy than others. And not all dates have really spendy ones, and some of the VAMs are, they just kind of count all as kind of like a regular price, but some of them can get very expensive. All right, so we are going to do another giveaway for the other half gold back, and out there on that same video. So go back to that same link. I'll post it again here in case somebody's come in that since the last time we posted it. So out on the announcement video, go out and put a comment in with the word mother, since today we're honoring all of our mothers. As soon as I'm done here, my wife and I are headed over to my mom's house to take her out to lunch or brunch. And yes, I know it's going to be a madhouse out there today, but so we're going to open another Morgan here while you guys go out there and put the mother comment into that video. Let's see, I try to catch up here on chat a little bit. Welcome in. I see some Gold Maple, Littlefoot, Gatita, Paul, Darby. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I really do appreciate, and I say this at the end of all my videos, but I really do appreciate everybody coming and spending time with me on my videos. You know, I started this a little over a year ago. I think it was it February? I think it was February of last year. So a year and a couple months. And I really never would have expected that I would be here at 500 subscribers. So I really do appreciate everybody that has helped make that happen. All right, so here's the next one. We ended up, this is a 1902 O MS63. So I don't mind the annex holders. In fact, I kind of like their holders. It makes it, if you can kind of see, even from here, you can see the labeling on this annex holder because of the way they round the edge and tilt it, and they print the main info of the coin right up here at the top. It makes it really easy to see them in boxes like this. I wish they'd do something about the color of the label, but that's another story. but this is my 1902O. Very nice as a MS-63. And some papers here. I'll do one more before I go and pull that one. I need to use my longer blade. Oh, on that last one, so that was a 19020 MS-63, and I ended up paying just over $56 for that one. So that was really a reasonable price. Okay, so that's interesting. This one didn't include a invoice, but just a thank you note from everybody at Microbay. Interesting. All right, so let's see what this one is. I guess I can tell from the outside. So this one, because what I do is as they come in, I find the tracking number, and then I've been writing on them what they are. So this one I paid $44.95, so just under $45 for an 1892. And this one is a raw one. 1892 is when I was having trouble finding a slabbed one for a reasonable price. So I ended up going with a raw one that has well, obviously it's circulated. They called it an XF. So I got that one at, non-graded prices, XF prices. I thought I got a pretty good deal on a 92. So there we go with another raw one. All right, and with that, let's go ahead and come over here, and we'll set up for the next one. So this should be, well, sorry, didn't mean to make everyone dizzy. Mother. Well, okay, so it looks like what I have to do is refresh the page each time, put the link in new. I bet it uses, I bet it caches the comments. That's okay. We can do it this way. And I will say I have to like the wheel of names rather than just getting the winning name pop up. Let's see. 16. Get comments. All right, we got 20 entries. So again, this is going to be for a half gold back. I am going to, I didn't say this before, but I am limiting it to one per winner. So, Robot, you already won. So if it does land on you, I will pick again. And it's JK Pioneer. Congrats, JK. I appreciate it. I think you are a channel that I have not done a swag swap with yet. So I will, to you and to Robot both, I will send out my set of my stickers and chip as well. Let's see. Hey, Blistering Barnacles, welcome in. OC Stacker, Diaxis, I see you made it. And Fish God, Bellows Forge is here. Canadian Silver Seeker, hey, Canadian Silver Seeker, my mail's in the process, on the way to you. So I hope I sent you a couple 10th ounce rounds that you don't have in your collection yet. Actually, I don't think I said hi to Silver Sleuth, although I replied to a comment, but officially hello. Welcome in Larry and Sandy. All right, so we're on to the next Morgan. This one's going to be an 89.0 that I paid $82 for. And what I use, there's a couple websites that I use when I'm looking at values. I like to look at primarily PCGS. So I will look at them for what they are saying retail values are. And then there's CoinHelpU. If you haven't visited CoinHelpU, it's run by another YouTube channel. He's a Daniel. He's a coin store owner. He actually has a link on that site where he links at one point in time what kind of wholesale prices would have been for these type of coins, or what he might pay for them raw. So I kind of look at numbers between that site and PCGS, and that's kind of where I'm shooting for bidding. So I will put in bids on coins quite often and never win, just because I'm almost never bidding full retail. So the ones that I've gotten here are definitely ones that for the most part I won bids on, although some of them were buy it nows. Yes, Silver Sleuth, definitely. I watch his videos. I do find a lot of his videos good. I've actually posted out on his forums before asking about coins. So this coin actually kind of feels light. I am going to actually weigh this one. I may be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Oh, I need grams. There we go, grams. Nope, it's on 26.74. So this is something I'll also go back and do to these raw ones that I get in here, but I will definitely go back and do testing and coin ping. Coin ping is on my phone though, so I can't actually ping while we're streaming here. But the raw ones I will always do due diligence and test just to make sure. Yep, I have a magnet. No, nothing turning up magnetic there. Before I do anything else. Give me just a second. Let me make a note here. I want to make sure I make notes of who won the giveaways. So Robot and JK Pioneer. Again, even though you're here in the chat, go ahead and send me emails with your shipping address. Since I haven't sent anything to either of you two before, I will need your shipping address. All right, we still got several more Morgans here to go. This one I wrote on up here on the side. This is going to be a 98.0 that I got for basically 55 bucks. They nicely wrapped it in tissue paper that it fell out of inside the envelope. This one is a 98 Philadelphia. Oh, you know what? That's right. So this 98 they listed on eBay as a 98.0. And after I'd won the auction on it, I mean, I realized it before. I'd already put in a bid, because it was at that point in time it was underbid. So I'd put in a bid, so it ended up in my bid list so I could watch it. And this one, I noticed as I was looking closer at it, it's actually a Philly, not an O, even though the listing was for an O. But the amount I won it for, $57, I would have paid for the Philly also. So it's just 57 on a Philly is a little bit closer to retail than it would be on a O. So the one thing I do notice on this one, the case is got a little break nick in it there, but looks like it was probably dropped at some point. That's okay. I'm okay with the PCGS case. There's another one for that. The next giveaway that I do will be the one that's for the, I think it was the South. Which one was it that I'll have to go back and look. It'll be for the one that the comment is silver on that video. So everybody who's here, who's already commented, you don't have to do anything. If you're here and you have not yet commented out on that video, go ahead and go leave a comment on the video that includes the word silver. And that will be for one of the two 1 gold backs. And I'll rewatch my video to make sure I'm sending the right one for that, whether it's the South Dakota or the Nevada. All right. So this one that I'm opening, oh, okay. So this one's kind of a fun one. If you watch a lot of or any of the coin vendors that have channels, if you're familiar with Akusha, if you're not, go out and look them up. They are a couple of brothers that are doing, they started doing selling coins out of their home, and they've kind of graduated. They're in the process of opening a storefront. And this is a coin that I actually got from one of their auctions on eBay. So we can see Akusha Collectibles. And they're always running giveaways on their videos also. So if you're into giveaways, go check them out. They always do good informative videos. They show purchasing collections. You can get a really good feel for uh, you can get a really good feel for, you know, what coins might bring should you need to sell them uh, to your LCS, for instance. But they advertise this one as eye-catching BU, and it is very bright. You can definitely see the luster and cartwheel on that one. But this is an 82, and it's an 82S. So I had 82P and an 82O, but I hadn't gotten an 82S yet. So this is a really nice coin. I'm kind of putting together a list of coins that I might send in. This one I am hesitant because I think that I got it for back of what a graded retail would be, but the cost of getting it graded, I think, would end up being greater than what it would be worth after it was graded. So it's kind of one of those that's in the in between state. But I got that one for $56 from a Kusha. So I thought that was a really pretty good deal. All right, we have now keep their card. We have the next one here. And I'll be able to show you an invoice on this one. So this one came in. It was one that I won an auction on. A 1884 MS61 that I got for $64.57. So if you've ever looked at, and this one is going to be in one of the old green holders for PCGS. So an 84 MS61. Very nice. So that's my first original green holders. All right, let's do the drawing for the one gold back. So we'll go back over here to here. I'll go ahead and refresh it so that we're sure if anybody left a last minute comment, we get you. So silver. And we have 45 comments total. So congrats to everyone who got on the wheel, and we'll see who wins here. And it's Jerry Parker. Congrats, Jerry. I see you very often in my comments. I really appreciate that. And shoot me that email. Let me know your mailing address. I think, again, you're somebody who I've not sent my sticker or chip to before. So definitely let me know if you want to receive them. And I'm happy to put those in. Let's go back to where I can see comments. Back over here. And we're down to our last few Morgans. So we have just enough. We got 3 more Morgans here to open. And then we'll be done. And I'll go ahead and give you all the keyword now for the last 1 gold back drawing. And that keyword is going to be Florida. So go ahead and go leave a comment on that video with the word Florida. And even though you're not going to get a Florida gold back, that was what I was thinking about, was all these new Florida gold backs. I really think they stepped up their game with this set of gold backs. I like the new fractionals. Again, I'm not really stacking them. I'm kind of collecting them. So I get a couple for my collection, but I did get some additional half gold backs to use as giveaways. So that's one of the things we're doing here. Let's see, real quick on this Morgan. I picked up a 010 for $74, basically. And it is in a graded holder. Yeah, they have taped up pretty good. All right, there we go. All right, so this is going to be another annex holder. An MS62. Get to add that in. I'm really kind of bummed that the box I printed won't fit these new CAC slabs. It's just a hair. I'm gonna have to design a box that fits these specifically, and then all the others will also fit into it. Except for maybe the fatties, but then the fat ones wouldn't fit into this one anyways. So, all right. Next one is an 1880 MS62. Now, I did have an 80p already. That was a loose one. I did not have a graded one, but that isn't why I bought the graded one. I bought the graded one because the loose one I had is a one that I got out of a coal bin, and it is slick. So I thought, you know, for that one that's only a good 4, that I'd go ahead and get a slab to replace it. So it wasn't a super expensive one that I won on auction. Did I say how much I got it for? I ended up getting a MS62 that's got some toning on it for $55. So for one that has a little bit of toning on it, I thought $55 was a really reasonable price to replace a slicked out good 4. So the toning isn't super colorful. I'm not even sure if you can really catch it. There's just a little bit of like a golden toning with just a very hint of teal right around the edge where the lettering is. Maybe that gets it as good as I'm going to get it, even with that light reflection. Let's see if I can. Turn that reflection away a little bit. Yeah. Well, anyways, there we go. Got that one in the box. And this will be my last Morgan for today. And I did not write on the outside what this one is. So this one's going to be, I don't remember which one this one is. And they didn't put an invoice in, so I don't know how much I paid for this one. Oh, so this one is going to be in one of the kind of controversial or questionable holders. They didn't sell it as any particular MS. They covered it when they were selling it because it's PCI. I've gotten one other PCI holder, and that was one of my Leif Erikson coins, silver dollars. That's actually the kroner that Emperor Wang and I have in common. So, looking at this coin, I kind of thought that it might be a 63. You can see a little bit of bag marks across the cheek there. So I was thinking 63 might be the grade on it. I thought it was at least a 62, no worse than a 62. But maybe hit a 63. And we'll see, what did PCI say? PCI said 65. I don't think this is a 65. But I paid for it. I remember I paid for it as if it was a 62. So I want to bid where I was comfortable if it came back as a 62. So there we go. That is the last Morgan. So let's see how many Morgans we have now on this. So the target was 24 for the year. So we currently have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23. I need one last Morgan for the year. And what I've been watching for lately, there's 3 things I've been watching for lately. Out of all of the, now I don't have a mint run, and that's obvious because I don't have any CCs. So one of the things I've been looking for is a Carson City. I would like to add a Carson City from any year to my collection since I don't have one yet. The other 2 coins that I'm looking for are the 2 coins I'm lacking to have a date run of Morgans. I've got all the Morgans from 78 through 21 except for 2. And that is a 1893 and an 1895. And those are 2 of the very big, very expensive years. Even down in worse than XF condition, those 2 years bring hundreds of dollars. I mean, even good 4, good 6, people are still bidding hundreds of dollars for them. So I've just kind of been watching, keeping my eyes out. So yeah, William, those are probably one of those years is what I'm going to end up with for a CC. But I think that that's what's going to be my last coin to complete this challenge is going to either be a CC, or if I end up getting lucky, and I don't mean like shipped from China $25 lucky on a 93 or a 95. So that's what I'll be looking for. Welcome in, Mishi. Glad to see you here anyways. We're just about to do the last giveaway. So if you haven't, if you're just brand new in the chat, I'll mention again, go to my announcement video, and I'll put the link here in the chat again, and make a comment that uses, and it could just be Florida or whatever, but just make a comment on that video that has the word Florida, and I'll be drawing the last one gold back giveaway for that comment. And again, the gold backs are open pretty much worldwide. I think US won't let us mail to Russia or China at the moment. So those are kind of out of bounds. But I think pretty much anywhere else I can send mail to. So wherever you're at, if you win, I'm happy to shoot mail off to you. If you're not in the US, for the swag stuff, I will probably send just the stickers, not the chip. But if you're in the US, I'll also include stickers and chip if you haven't received them before. And let's go ahead and go back over to the comment picker. And we're going to pick the last gold back. Refresh, paste, comments, Florida, make sure I spell correctly. All right, we're getting the comments. We've got 18 people entered into this one. And let's see who wins. Looks like Kane. So Kane, that's not a username I recognize, so definitely shoot me a email. Again, my email for the winners is just fgstacker@gmail.com. Shoot me an email, and we'll figure out a way to confirm that it's you and get your shipping address from you. And you can let me know if you do content and you're interested in receiving my stickers and chip if you're in the US, or just stickers if you're outside. So, last thing, I kind of promised a surprise giveaway. So let me kind of move my Morgans here off to the side. And this giveaway, I'm going to give you guys a keyword to leave on, again, leave it on that announcement video. But this one, I'm not going to draw right away. I'm going to give it, let's say 2 or 3 days. Maybe I will draw it on, I'll draw it on Wednesday evening. And what I'm going to do is, you can see I have all my pores out here. These are pores that are, well, that one's kind of in reserve. He hasn't told me he actually wants it yet. He liked it, but he didn't actually tell me he wanted it. But everything else here is kind of up for grabs. So you can kind of see what my pores are if you haven't seen them before. And what we're going to do for the last giveaway, if you leave a comment out on the announcement video with the word pore in it, I am going to work with somebody who wins that one. Now, it won't be in silver. I can't really afford a big pour in silver, but I will work with them and do something in copper that's custom for the winner. So we'll figure out something you'd like to have poured. I'll do a 3D image, and I'll do a copper pour to send through to you. This one will be open just to U.S. residents, since it's going to have to be packaged. Um, Unless if you're willing to pay for the shipping for it to go through customs and overseas, you can go ahead and enter if you're outside of the US, if you're willing to pay the shipping. Um, just to give you an idea, I did just send a pour through to somebody that is not in the US, and that shipping ended up costing about $30. So I can't really afford to just be to send that type of packages out. But if you want to pay the shipping, I will work with you to do a custom pour for you. So again, everyone has a couple days to leave that comment. I will draw that on Wednesday evening and make the announcement in my Thursday morning video who won it. And at that point, they can contact me via email, and we will work out what it is they would like to see me try to pour for them. It could be anything from one of my standard pours, since it's in copper. Some of these are one of ones, like the Star Wars pours. Those I'm making open, and that one's open. Tinkerbell is a one of one. The Dragonfly is open. Stacker Social is open. Pikachu is a one of one. I originally started this one with Liberty Bleeds as a one of 50. He currently is the only one that has one. Is that right? Yes. I do have a second one poured. I've got. I realize you can't see it, so I'll put that over here. The Death's Head Moth. I also have the Eagle and Flag Bar, and the Tweety dressed up as a phoenix. There's only a couple of these left. This is number 3 of 7. So I would only ever pour 7 of those. Or if you see, like if you'd like one of the Tree of Life or the Pirate Round, I'm happy to just ship that off. But those are not numbered. But anyways, that's my idea for the special giveaway, what I would consider the big giveaway, I guess. So leave me a comment there with the word pour. And I really appreciate, I see we still have 27 people here. I really appreciate the watch time. I was really trying to target right at an hour, and we're just over. So I won't hold on to your time. Again, everyone, call your mom or tell your wife who's a mom that you love them today. We appreciate all the mothers of the world. I thank you all again for your time and congratulating me, and I always appreciate comments on my videos. I try to go through and watch those pretty religiously to comment back to people, or at least like them. So catch up on chat here. Hey, World Money Wins, welcome in. You missed the gold back giveaways, but if you go leave a comment on my original announcement video with the word pour, you might win a custom copper, or I've started to work in bronze. So it could be copper or bronze, depending on the level of detail on the pour. So Stack Attack Wager, I see you're in there. Thank you. And Stack That Gold, I saw you join, and Joseph. I really appreciate everyone joining me here today. But at this point, I am going to head out and take my mom to brunch. So I will catch you all later. See you in the next one.